and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to live.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. Y'all know we got Music Monday. Pretty much, I'm going to be live again on Monday, but until then, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or, of course, we continue to talk nothing but sneaker talk over there. We got a music section, a sports section, which ironically I was just watching the game right now before I went live, checking out the Colorado game. That's one of the teams I like to keep up college-wise. But anyway, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. It is free to sign up. It will be pinned at the top of the comment section, man. Normally, this would be the time that I introduce the homie Dunks. Hopefully, he's all right. But yeah, Dunks knows how to get in contact with me and get the link if he wants to join the live. But it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving right along. I did shoot a text to him. I'm sure it's not no beef or anything like that, but I'm just checking on homie to make sure he's okay as well, more importantly, right? But tonight's topic, man, let's get the party started because I'm only going to be on that joint for like an hour, so y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Looks like StockX has took another CEO change, and there was a smash and grab robbery in one of the resale stores in the DMV, which is the area that I'm in. I want to check out that story, so that's why I kind of want to cover that probably first. And then we're going to see, now that we got a new president-elect, how this is going to be preparing for more tariffs and footwear. Not just Nike and all the other brands, but, you know, there's other shoe brands out there that we could talk about as well. And then we'll talk about upcoming sneaker releases. I believe we got the Yachties coming up, if anybody's checking for those. And then I do have a couple surveys I'm going to share on my screen here in just a second. Pretty much what my experience was like with the Foot Locker app when I thought I caught the W, when I didn't catch a W. They've done some updates, and I'm talking for the Isle of Nines. But, I mean, I'm not mad, but I'm not happy either because I had a whole day planned out today, low-key. So, ironically, bro, I was about to spend the whole DMV real quick. But, granted, I still had a long day. But, I was literally... But I would have moved more even differently if I had to make that move. So I was going to actually try to knock out a mall vlog and pick the joints up today and everything. But found out the hard way that the app pretty much glitched and a lot of people didn't catch W. So I put a survey up for that. And then also I put a survey up because I know the Wu-Tangs just dropped. Salutes to Kwame. I know you got the W on the Wu-Tangs. You've been wanting those for quite some time. So salutes to Kwame. I put a survey up on that as well. But yeah, that's going to be tonight's topic. Let me test the chat real quick, see what we got in the building, and then we're going to dive right in on this joint, right? Okay, looks like we have Kwame in the building. Speaking of Mr. W, we're hard-working, money-making man himself, man. I'm just messing with you, but salute to the W. Kwame says, yo, at work, checking in. That's what's up. And what I tell you, he getting to this money, man. Devon Photos in the building says, what up? What up, Devon? Says, I seen the... anime New Balance at Kith. I thought it was a limited shoes. Honestly, bro, that's becoming like a rare thing in today's sneaker market / economy, man. I'm almost willing to bet, with the exception of certain shoes, you can almost get what you want, man, at somewhat of a decent price. Now, there's still that stuff that's out there through the roof, but I mean, yeah. I get what you're saying, though. That's how people try to put it out there like it would be, you know? Let's see. Manny with the kick says, Yerp, what up, Manny? What up? What up? Kwame and Devon, he says 100 salute. Devon says, like I said with the Olive Nimes, just wait and we'll continue to go down. If they powder blue nines and get for 140, 150, this shoe can do it too. You know what? You're on to something, Divine. And I think I'm going to trust your instincts. And I see what you're saying. Because, yeah, I feel like if I just be a little bit patient, I'll get them. Because that 210 price is not friendly. But if I can get them at 150, hey, if I can see them, if they can hit 175 for me, I'm good with it. Hell, I'm almost may even pull it at 190. I just want that 210 up off of there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Divine Photo says salutes to Manny and Kwame. So yeah, pretty much, man. I'm gonna share my screen and get the party started real quick and just see what's going on with these surveys real quick that I put up on the screen. So give me like 5 seconds. I'm gonna be sharing my screen. Let me actually get to it because I thought I actually was on it, but I really wasn't. Kid lacking. Yeah, should be sharing my screen here in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Here we go right here. So pretty much this is the one survey I did. Pretty much this is yesterday's. I said, were you able to claim your W on the Air Jordan 9 Retro Olive on the Foot Locker app? Because it crashed, obviously, and they said they had a long call. I actually called them yesterday and everything. So I guess I'm going to have to call them back and probably get my points back loaded up. So, but it's probably going to take a few days anyway, so I'm going to give it that. Granted, I know on the Foot Locker app they are available. I know last time I checked the sneakers app, the Olive 9s were available because they dropped today. So it seems like whoever really wants them, they can get them. And I'm going to just leave it at that. So looks like it said about 29% said yes, they were able to claim it. So maybe I shouldn't have did the update. Maybe that was the issue. And it looks like 45% said no, the update, the app update is cheats. So 45% of us probably experienced the same thing. And then we got 26% that said the new app update is cheats. So I add the same question, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much 45 to 26, if you add that up, that's well over, 60-some%, dog. That pretty much it jacked up over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 40, 50, 60, almost, we'll go ahead and just round it up to 70%, dog. Because it's 70-30 if you really think about it, because that's 29%. So 70-30. So yeah, 70% of people took an L sandwich, man, because the app just completely sucks monkey balls, you know? Pause. Let's see. Where are we at real quick? Let's see. Next survey I got says, did you get the W on the Nike Dunk High Wu-Tang? Kwame, we know you did, so salutes to Kwame, and I know he is at work right now. But it looks like it said about 19% said yes, 42% said no, and then 38% said they left for the real Wu-Tang fans, which Kwame, I know for a fact, is a diehard Wu-Tang fan. Let me clarify this. I like Wu-Tang's music just as well as the next person. However, I don't know it like on that level, you know what I'm saying? So I know some of probably the major stuff, but some of the stuff where you could probably name a Wu-Tang song I may not heard of. You know, depends on the level of that. So, where we at real quick on the chat, it says, Manny with the Kick says, I don't know, Divine, this Olive 9 OG compared to the powder blue 9s, have no 23 on it, on the basket. This is true. But still, I feel like you'll be able to get them, man. You know, if you really want to put a little bit of footwork in. Devon says, Polo, in your size on StockX is 192. Yeah, I saw my sizes already. Yeah, so I have a feeling, though, because I don't want to shop on StockX. And I know I wouldn't be surprised if I see these load up on my, I know I'm going to get them. I just want to get them at a better price. I know I'm not going to shop StockX, but I am going to shop, like, I'm going to see if we can get some sales and that stuff to drop, or if it can hit an outlet or somewhere. Because we do actually have a nice outlet in our area, too, which I don't think I've ever vlogged over there, but they don't ever usually have anything I want that I don't, or at least that I don't already have, or some stuff that I just don't want anyway, you know? So, we'll see. We'll see. Let's get started on the first night's topic real quick. I don't think I'm going to play the video here, but this is a sneaker store in my area. And let me clarify this. This is a resale sneaker store in my area that got robbed. Ironically, I'm not surprised because this is still going on in this time. And be real about it, this is not actually the first time or the second time. This is actually the third time. So this story actually, they just put it out yesterday, but I think it actually happened a few days ago. So I wanted to just touch on this real quick. I don't think I'm going to play the video because I know how YouTube them can get. Even if I play it on mute sometimes, it still will catch the video and I got to cut it out. So I'm not going to play it. But then again, it's news and it should be fair use. Maybe that's a term I have to say too that y'all know. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna play it real quick on the news just to give you guys a little backstory on it versus just reading it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'll cut the audio up. Let's see real quick. And let me touch the chat again real quick. Remember, Kick says, and those Wu-Tang dunks flew off the shelf. Not like the Travis Scott Air Force One. Totally two different. Yeah, I mean that apples and oranges. That's not a good comparison, dog. That ain't fair. Let me play this real quick, and then I'm gonna read through the article just to see what it is. But let me see if I can play it real quick. So hopefully I don't get too much flack on the joint. I may have to read.
Smash and grab robbery at a sneaker store in Prince George's County, targeted for the third time. We've been telling you about police warning teens who wear expensive sneakers out and about to be very cautious. But in this case, an entire store fell victim. Hold on, Bash live for us.
Yeah, I actually seen this joint, so yeah, I just wanted to play this real quick. But I think also I need to probably pause it in between pause so they don't flag me too much for playing too much of the video at one time. But yeah, this is a sneaker store in my area that's in a resale store, and homie said that he doesn't plan on like leaving. Obviously not in the best location, you know, if they've cut through the bars and everything like that. So I kind of broke this down with the Goodfellas and stuff like that. But I'm also going to just break it down here real quick, and then we'll transition onto the StockX situation. Let's see. Devon says, one of the dudes at the retail store, Extra Butter, told me there was a long line for the Wu-Tangs. Sheesh. I'm not surprised. I mean, especially in New York, too, where you're at. That's a different audience, too, you know? Especially that's where they originated from, New York. Like, what was it? Staten Island, if I'm not mistaken.
To tell us what exactly happened here, Homa, it seems like this is happening more and more.
Yeah, and it is so frustrating for the two young men that own this place. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of merchandise were stolen, including the other pair to this $2,000 snakeskin.
How is this a $2,000, like on the screen, she just said it's a $2,000 sneaker, like snakeskin? I don't know, maybe there's a different audience, but who's coming there to pay $2,000 for that? I mean, I'm not trying to diss the shoe, but I don't really know it. Devon says, Polo Manny was talking about the Terror Squad Air Force One. Oh shit, my bad, bro. My bad. True. I mean, but to be fair, a lot of people will say TS and mean Travis Scott too. So don't do that to me, man. Not like the I don't know, cause I was like, but to be fair, remember the Travis Scott Air Force Ones? They did like a they had that joint up for like a day or two. Everybody that wanted them, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like almost like a pre-order, you know, because everybody thought they were going to sell out. But I think it was actually probably a pre-order, because look how long it took for them to get them, you know? But yeah, to be fair, I can see why it says Travis Scott. But I was thinking Travis Scott versus Terror Squad. My bad. You could have gave me a better hint though, Manny. You could have me like T Squad. So I'd have been like, okay, cool. Granted, knowing me right now, I probably still would have thought like Travis Scott. My bad, though. My bad.
In Dior sneaker, and you can see their.
Okay, so that is a Dior sneaker. I'm still not playing. And we heard about Dior, right? Wasn't Dior that company that we also found out they, like, for what they're charging is like, it takes them like $10 to get all that made or something like that? Allegedly. Don't quote me.
Cleaning up, boarding up from this latest break-in, just worried about what's to come next.
Surveillance video from around 1:30 a.m. Friday.
This is a surveillance footage pretty much, and these people obviously don't even care. Like, they got a camera right on the store, but you can tell how well the surveillance camera is. Like, I mean, clearly not the best, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
It shows a car backing up in front of Hot Heat sneakers before several gloved and masked men cut the security bars with a handsaw, run inside, and...
See, they cut the bars with a handsaw. I mean, they had time to work. You know what I mean? If you look at the time right there, if that's 14:11, yeah, so.
And start ransacking the place. Clothes pulled off hangers, designer sneakers stolen. And this isn't the first time the store, started by two young entrepreneurs, has been robbed.
This has been hit now 3 times.
3 times, thieves have taken thousands of dollars worth of shoes and clothes.
Been hit 3 times. That's some off-white, that's some off-white dunks right there. So I know that shoe gotta be a little something. But I mean, still, my thing is this: if the product isn't selling, how you keep the lights on? Ironically, right? I was in the barbershop earlier, and homie was calling a resale shop. For all things, homie was calling a resale shop to see if they had Air Force Ones. And my barber, who's not really a sneakerhead like that, went in on him. He was like, yo, you can pull up anywhere and get that. You don't need to be doing a resale on it. And I was like, I don't know. But he wanted some all-black joints. But, yeah, you should be able to get that anywhere.
Last year, Fox 5 reported that $70,000 worth of sneakers were stolen in one go. This time, as they clean up and take inventory,
hold on, how much was stolen
in one go?
Let me see how much.
I gotta do this. Last year, Fox 5 reported that $70,000 worth of sneakers were stolen in one go.
So last year, they claimed they got $70,000 worth of sneakers. You know, I don't know how true that is, though.
This time, as they clean up and take inventory, they believe it's likely in the 6 figures, particularly.
So they're saying it's 100,000. I'm starting to think this may be an inside job for the insurance money too, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. But stuff like this is kind of like you get hit 3 times, you don't move, and each time they get more and more value. Who the hell is these people? You know, and they're well masked, and that's the point. They don't want to be figured out.
Particularly with rare pieces gone.
I don't know how a young business person can be successful.
This is the father of the owner of it. It says, yeah, father of Hot Heat Sneakers owner. So pretty much, yeah, he's talking about his kids. So this that guy name is Donald King.
Being struck by thieves, and there's no consequence.
The parents' owners spoke with us because the owners themselves were too upset, questioning whether keeping this business open is even worth it anymore. We hate this for them.
Look at that. You saw the bars right there as you see that transition. Obviously, the bars can't. What did they use to cut the hell through these steel bars? But, again, that didn't stop them from getting in because I'm assuming as soon as they cut through the bars, they just threw a brick through the motherfucker and went to work. Let's see. Manu the Kick says, no biggie polo.
We hate this
Appreciate
community, but we're proud of the strength of our sons. The store sits in a plaza in Kettering, surrounded by several locally owned businesses, as well as big box stores. Prince George's County Police telling us just this week, 6 shops in the area have had similar breaking and entering thefts that they're investigating. We want better for all of our community, even the people who do stuff like this.
So they're trying to say something positive, man, but reality is, I'm not saying it's an inside job, but 3 times and the sneaker market is down. Keep in mind, this is a resale store. So the sneaker market is down. Like, I don't know. Just makes me think outside the box a little bit. Again, if this is not an inside job, you know, I kind of feel bad. You know, ain't no kind of feel bad. I do feel bad because you put all your hard work into this. So I don't really know, but I know that's got to question some people's minds, you know, and then they're not going anywhere and they're going to keep the doors open.
They doing this because they feel like they got to do this, but there's a better way to build a life. They might not know that, but we want them to know that. And what a strong message that is. Now, one thing I want to note is that the owners tell me they are going to stay open during this time 7 days a week. If you want to come out here to Kettering Plaza and support them. Prince George's County Police tell me they are actively investigating this and these 6 other similar break-ins, trying to see if all of them are connected. Guys?
Okay, cool. So pretty much, I guess not, because there's like other ones too that's going on, but that's what it looks like here. We got the photos going on of how they got into the joint. Let's see. Let me hit this real quick. Let's see, real quick. But yeah, this is like a similar story to this one. I'm not going to play anymore because that one really just caught me off guard. That kind of just started on its own. But they're going back into the same story. We're not going to listen to it all and over all night. But here's some images real quick. There you go. Shattered glass. Boom. and looks like they cut the bars and was just able to get straight through the joint. Not really surprised here, but they said they're going to keep the doors open. So, and again, we're not going to read through all this because they kind of just explained it. The dad spoke pretty much. Yeah, and I think this is another little like surveillance footage of it that we saw. But I think we pretty much covered this one, man. Now, I don't know if it's an inside job, but I wouldn't be surprised, right? And I'm going to just leave it right there. But we'll see how it goes. We're going to transition to the StockX situation real quick. I got several little things pulled up on the screen for the story. Let me hit the chat real quick. Devon says, Manny, I do understand what you're saying. I'm not an OG, but the fact that there's more heat coming out this month, the Olive Nines will go down and be overlooked. I hope so. I just need them to go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me hit this comments real quick. Let me hit this part, and then I got two stories up, so I want to read through them. Why StockX is changing CEOs, man. Again, I feel like they just did it and we just covered the story. You know what I'm saying? Says today we're proud to celebrate, and this looks like it's from StockX Twitter. It says we're proud to celebrate Greg Suarez as our new CEO. As a co-founder, Greg has left several key teams delivering product innovation, market expansion, and unwavering focus to our global buyers and sellers. His long-term commitment to our team and customers will continue under this new appointment beginning January 1st. So at the top of the year, he's going to be taking this over. It says, excited and honored to embark on the next chapter with our team and incredibly grateful for Cutler Scott's leadership and partnership since the early days of StockX. So this is going to be very interesting. So, and I think this is another little thing right here they have in quotes. I'm going to read another article too, just to go behind this one. But it says, as a co-founder of the company, I have left the opportunity to work with an incredible team across different functions and have worn a number of hats in addition to my role as COO. But there is no role that I feel more honored to assume than that of StockX CEO. For the moment we've launched the business in Detroit in 2016, we knew we were building something special, and to see how far we've come has become one of the achievements of which I'm most proud. That was Greg Suarez, the co-founder, said, and president now, CEO. So very interesting. So he's going to be taking on that. And obviously this is him in the picture. So my thing is this, though. I don't know what it's like, but StockX has so much potential to kind of drop the ball. For them to drop the ball is kind of weird. It says, replace them fees too, is what somebody put in the comment section. So some people still not trimming. Says, doesn't StockX sell fakes? The group pick is atrocious. That's kind of not cool. This is people going in on the comment section, bro. It says, need to see his collection. It says, StockX going down, taking a week to process in-hand orders. Ain't helping. So, I mean, I got a question. Who's really still shopping at StockX? I mean, obviously, we still got something's going on over there. Or they still got the lights on somehow, you know? So that's just a question for just in general, like who's still shopping there? Because let's just be fair. I know for a fact I do it. We still use it to gauge what the prices are on the market, you know? Let's see. Are they going to start selling authentic shoes now is what somebody says. Terrible company. Sheesh. It says, hope it goes bankrupt. Them StockX fees are violent. A lot of the white in that photo. Oh, wow. A lot of white in that photo. Man, chill. We got some variety over here, man. Boom, boom. I'm going to leave it right there. Says, which one of these passed the 7-Eleven dunks? Oh, man, yeah. I remember they did. Somebody put that out there. eBay kicking their ass. But, I mean, to be fair, eBay, they are, but they ain't really. eBay's always going to win overall because they sell more than just sneakers. But then again, I guess you can say so does StockX, right? So I guess, all right, fair comparison. Fair comparison. Let me read through the other article real quick. But that was just like a glimpse of things real quick, and then we're going to read through the rest of this one real quick. Let's see. Devon says, people complain about StockX, but you will still, people buying from them. Yeah, this is true. I have only bought to date one shoe off of StockX. That's it. And luckily, I feel like it's good. If it's not, I've gotten my money's worth. It is what it is. But I also bought it in the heat of the moment where everybody was shopping at StockX. At one point, StockX took out like a rocket. But my thing with StockX, what happened with them, bro? It's one of those, they got a little too greedy. They got comfortable and got greedy and started, all right, cool. What really kind of sting them is whenever they did that NFT stuff, and then that pretty much set them. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, and that's what that NFT stuff did. And now they've been trying to fight back. They were talking to Ish, and looks like they're not standing down because they don't want to go out of business. And I feel like also they got some great solid investors. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Eminem has invested into StockX, but don't quote me on that. I don't know how he did it, whether it was money or just donate some shoes. But yeah, I know for a fact they got a lot of solid investors. They've tried their thing where, keep in mind how GOAT has InstaShip. Now StockX has that probably where you can already do that, sort of their own kind of InstaShip type of thing, which actually I'll just pull it up just to make sure that I don't mess it up real quick. Because like, again, I haven't shot from StockX, but I still keep up with this stuff because obviously I'm into sneakers. But real quick, yeah, Express Ship is what StockX is called, Express Ship. So I just wanted to just Google that real quick because I already just knew it was something like that. So while GOAT has InstaShip, they have Express Ship. So they've been trying to stay afloat. But I mean, are they on the level they once was? No. You know what I'm saying? But let me share my screen again real quick. I'll start on the next article, sharing my screen. Boom. So this is the new guy, StockX co-founder, to take over as CEO. Emmett declines in sneaker resale. So pretty much that's another thing. He's taken over as sneaker resale, and I'm pretty sure they mean in general. Sneaker resale across the board is down. I'm very curious how a lot of these sneaker resale stores are keeping the doors open, which makes me think about that first story that I just covered about the break-in, sounds like an inside job. Is it? I don't know. Is it most likely not? Probably so. I don't know. Allegedly. But, I mean, think about it. You still got, and that's the thing with StockX, how they obviously got a bigger following, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think they have a physical store where you can go in there and shop. They're all online based, and really all they're doing is verifying the shoe and getting the cut of it and shipping it to the next person, while that person is the seller. You know what I mean? But let me read through this real quick. Says Greg Suarez, who has been the company's chief operating officer since 2016 launch, will replace Scott Cutler on an early investor. So pretty much these are some very big names that be thrown around here. It says, a few months after StockX declared that the sneaker resale market isn't dead, the company announced a new chief executive, co-founder Greg Suarez, who has been chief operating officer at StockX since its 2016 launch, will take over as CEO on New Year's Day, the company said Friday. Scott Cutler, as early investor who has been the CEO since 2019, has decided to leave as of December 31st, but will remain an advisor. So the rotation at the top comes about a month after the sneaker marketplace bought on a former Tommy John executive, Nick Corrett, as chief marketing officer. He replaced Dana Berger, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, who exited along with a number of executives earlier this year. So it looks like a lot of people started to find something else to do. Keep in mind, StockX them ain't the only one that's been going through stuff. Nike them has been going through stuff too as well, bro. As far as the sale of things. Keep in mind, we see stuff sit before. Some stuff is going to sell out because we've been waiting so long for it. Says in a statement, Suarez said he has worn a number of hats at StockX since its founding in Detroit in 2016, culminating in the appointment as CEO. Says, where we at real quick, it says, as we look forward to the next phase of our StockX journey, I intend to double down on our brand's growth, product innovation, deliver the best in class customer experience that will help us to continue to scale globally, he said. In a state of resale report released in August, StockX pushed back against the notion that the sneaker resale is dead, despite headlines claiming otherwise, saying it is changing instead. It says, based on global sales during the first 7 months of the year, fast-growing challenger brands like ASICS are superseding mainstream giants like Nike, Jordan, Supreme, the company said. So they saying ASICS over there is making moves at StockX. Those are selling better. ASICS have come a long way. Where we at real quick? Manny with a Kick says, but of course the Vine Wu-Tang Dunks and Jumperman Jacks and Fear 4s plus the Black Cement 3s. The Fear 4s I think we got next week. I'm not really excited about them, but I know Dunks is. Or at least was when we were talking. So let me get through the rest of this article real quick. It says, the company recently chose Walmart as its first third-party marketplace partner. I remember that. Yeah, StockX partnered with Walmart. I remember that joint. Citing Walmart's vast customer base, many of which are now to StockX. But the resale space has declined in part due to the approach of many of its players, according to Matt Powell, senior advisor with the BCE Consulting. It says the resale market is not as robust as it had been. In order to get growth, brands stuffed the market with limited shoes, which meant that they were no longer limited. He said by email, resale prices plunged. In some cases, shoes were reselling under MSRP, which is like what the suggested price is. Resale platforms tried to pivot it to other collectibles, watches, handbags, etc., but nothing has proved to be as lucrative as sneakers once were. So that's pretty much from that article. We're going to keep the party going on. We got one more from this one, just to make sure we're covering everything here. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. This one I'll probably just kind of skim through, but I'm not going to cover the whole joint just because the main fact that we do want to get to the next one. But granted, we only got one more topic left, so should be able to get through this one in like roughly 5 minutes, and then we should be good to go on this one. Let me hit the chat real quick. It says, Slayer says, yo, Sneaker Squad. What up, Slayer? What up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, dog. Really means a lot to the kid, man. Really means a lot. And definitely helps the channel out a lot as well, man. So I see y'all in the chat tonight, man, active. So it says, let me read through this one. Now, this one is from Nice Kicks. I want to just make sure I'm covering everything it is about StockX. And then we'll transition on to the Trumpster. And then we'll get on up out of this thing. We should be good to go here. I think we're moving right at a great pace, too. Let's see. StockX, one of the most recognized resale platforms in the sneaker culture, has announced a leadership change. And then we got Scott Cutler, the current CEO, will step down at the end of 2024 with the co-founder. We kind of know this part already. Kind of skimming here. Cutler was remained at StockX as the advisor. Let's see, contributing to strategic direction as the company navigates new challenges and opportunities. Scott Cutler's impact and legacy. So we're going to go down a history of kind of what he did. Let's see, Manny with a Kick says, in the fourth quarter, nothing safe. Holiday season's around the corner. This is true. This is true. It says, since taking the reins in 2019, Scott Cutler has significantly expanded StockX's global footprint. Under his leadership, StockX entered numerous of international markets, helping make the platform go-to destination for sneakerheads, collectors, and streetwear fans worldwide. It says, Cutler also emphasized StockX's dedication to transparency and authenticity, strengthening the company's reputation as trusted platform in the resale space. It says, however, one of Cutler's most talked about incentives has been the launch of StockX Vote NFT project. Yeah, I bet it has. It says launched as an innovative step into the digital collectibles market. The Vote NFTs allowed users to buy, sell, and trade digital representation of physical products held by StockX. The project quickly attracted attention and sparked a legal dispute with Nike, who argued that the NFTs infringed on its trademarks. The lawsuits remain unresolved, but it underscores the bold direction StockX pursued under Cutler's leadership, venturing into new markets that challenge the traditional industry boundaries. So I'm not going to read through this because we already kind of covered this part right here. It says, Greg Suarez era. It says, as a co-founder and COO, Greg Suarez has been internally to StockX journey from a startup to a global leader in sneaker and streetwear resale. His background includes founding Up to an innovative calendar platform and leading digital transformation efforts at Warner Music Group. Suarez's experience in tech and digital product development makes him well suited to lead StockX as it adapts to shifting markets dynamics and customer expectations. And let's see, it says, as a CEO of the company, I've had the opportunity to work with an incredible team across different functions and have worn a number of hats. So I think we kind of read that one already. So we kind of read what he said. Generally says the future of StockX and the sneaker community. This is kind of what I want to leave off on with StockX, and then we'll pretty much transition on to the Trumpster. It says the transition from Cutler to Suarez makes a new chapter for StockX at the time when resale is more dynamic than ever. It says with the resale market booming and competitive platforms continuing to emerge, StockX will need to innovate continuously. Suarez leadership will likely focus on expanding StockX digital capabilities, enhancing its international presence, and strengthening its position in both physical and digital marketplaces. They might want to leave the digital stuff right now long until they figure this stuff out with Nike. Says there is no more qualified individual to step into the office with than Greg. From day one, he served as a partner to me in scaling the business, advancing its operations, and strengthening its brand position, said Cutler. As early investor and advisor, it says taking on the role of CEO was a true full circle moment for me, and I couldn't be more prouder of all what he accomplished over the 5 years. I have every confidence that Greg will build on to what work we've started and take StockX to the next level. So sounds like a very generic answer. So pretty much that's going to cover that. Now we're going to head on to the Trumpster, see what's going on right here. And like I said, there's other sneaker brands on this thing too that we can talk about. So everyone is buzzing about Trump's China tariffs, which we kind of went on to that on Wednesday, kind of what a tariff is. And I'm going to just Google it one more time just for shits and giggles to fresh myself before I go through these articles. And it says, here's how Under Armour, which a lot of people forget about that, but they got, if I'm not mistaken, Steph Curry over there. And obviously shoes is doing something. We got Wolverine, and then we got Steve Martin, and then we got Tapestry are prepping for 2025. So I'm just going to Google the tariffs real quick because this is kind of go hand in hand with both of the articles. Give me like 2 seconds because I just want to get the definition of what it is again, even though I just read it on Tuesday. But I'm not a politician, man, and I'm not a super businessman, even though technically when it's time to do taxes, tax person thinks I am, but I'm not. But it says tariff is a tax imposed by government of the country or by a supranational union on imports and exports of goods. Besides being a source of revenue for the government, import duties can also be a form of regulation of foreign trade and policy that taxes foreign products to encourage or safely guard domestic industry. So pretty much, I think the products that we get made over in China, pretty much they are going to tax. They're trying to get it where we can get it how we used to get it at a more affordable rate. So maybe it can lower it for us so they don't have to tax us so hard is what I'm getting from it. Right. But again, I could be wrong, but that's just kind of my gist and my thoughts on it real quick. It says, will Trump tariffs drive down forced labor? So we shall see. Again, let me share my screen on this one real quick. Boom, you guys should be seeing my screen right here. And then, yeah, we should be good to go. Let's see where we at real quick. Let me see. Let's see. Go there. Let's see. let me read this one. It says, everyone is buzzing about Trump's China tariffs. Hear how Under Armour, Wolverine, Stephen Martin, and Tapestry are preparing for 2025. And let me just read through this article real quick. Probably not going to read through all of them, but just enough just to be dangerous to get a swift of what to expect. Says the U.S. presidential election made its way into several markets into footwear earnings call this week. Overall executives discussed how Donald Trump win over Kamala Harris might impact tariff policy, which in turn would impact an industry that is heavily relevant on imports from foreign countries. 99% of the shoes sold in the United States are imported from primarily China, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Yeah, and to be fair, again, I think I remember reading that on Wednesday. I got sneakers right there in my sneaker room that I know for a fact that says made in China, made in Vietnam, and a lot of them are Jordans and Nikes, you know, and even some, I think even Yeezys and stuff like that. Donald Trump proposed tariff plans including a 10 to 20% tariff on imports from all foreign countries and an additional 60 to 100% tariffs on imports specifically from China. So looks like he's trying to get like things cut. You know what I'm saying? It says 10 to 20% tariffs on import. Yeah. So they want to make sure that they get, plus an additional 60 to 100% on tariffs on imports specifically from China. So looks like he's trying to make things better, man. I mean, at the end of the day, the guy is somewhat of a businessman, whether you like him or hate him. But then again, he's also went bankrupt. But I'm not here to, we're not talking politics. I just want to throw that out there. We're talking how this can affect the sneaker market. So as luckily for the shoe industry, many countries have already diversified their sourcings away from vulnerable regions like China in the wake of the supply chain meltdown in 2021. So executives were all over confident in the ability to manage another era of change if necessary. It says, in a call with the analysts on Thursday, Under Armour Chief Financial Officer David Bergman said that the athletic company is alert for potential tariffs and implications, but does not expect any sizable impacts. It says there could be some U.S. duty implications that could impact our cost of goods sold and gross margin, but and a little bit with income tax expenses, Bergen said. But it's something that they were prepared to merge or manage pretty well before. We'll continue to manage it at best as going forward. So we'll see how this goes, man. I'm going to read through the rest of this real quick. And I got another little topic, which is the same thing, kind of. And then we'll get on up out of this thing. I'm going to be on here for like another 12 minutes. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the kid tonight, man. Really, really means a lot. And being active in the chat. Smash the like button. It says, at Wolverine Wide, which I'm not really familiar with that brand, but it says, which owns the Marcel Saucony. There we go. Now we're speaking my language. So this company is the basic company that owns pretty much Saucony and, let's see, Sweaty Betty brands. But, you know, we're familiar with Saucony. It says President and Chief Executive Officer Chris Hogel said that the company had worked hard to diversify its footwear sourcing outside of China. It says exposure in the region went from about 40% in 2019 to the mid-teens in 2024, Hagel said, adding that within its sourcing ecosystem, Wolverine has the ability to dual source if needed. So they're prepared to do whatever. You know, he gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. It says other important regions are Vietnam, Bangladesh, or Bangladesh. If I'm butchering that, which I'm pretty sure I am, y'all forgive me. And then Indonesia. I don't know why I can say that one so well though. It says import pieces as the new realities are there, Hagel said. And as we hear more, we'll obviously confiscate things that need to go to make sure we can protect and seek gross this business. So they're going to make sure that their business continue to grow is what they're looking for. Steve Madden also called out its long-standing efforts to diversify its supply chain from China. Ed Rosenfeld, chief executive officer of New York-based company, told analysts on the conference call Thursday that Madden, which reported solid third quarter earnings, had been preparing for a potential scenario in which we would have to move goods out of China more quickly. So there you go. So it looks like they're trying to get things on. This is crazy. I guess this is some examples of their stuff because this is a lot. No, this is just an ad. A very long ad. Holy schmoly, man. Sheesh. It says overall third quarters of Madden's business is derived from imports. About 70% of the imports sourced from China. Rosenfeld said the company has been working hard to develop production capabilities in Cambodia, Vietnam, Mexico, and Brazil with an overall goal to reduce the percentage of goods produced in China by 40 to 45%. He says if we're able to achieve that a year from today, we would be looking at just overall quarter of the business subject to tariffs, Rosenfeld said. Says the New York-based Tapestry also addressed the tariffs news in the call on the analyst this week. Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer Scott Rowe said that the company, which owns Kate Spade, Coach, there we go, something I actually heard of before, and Stuart Wasmson, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, has often based a required to adapt to the supply chain due to the port strikes, freight issues, and challenging of tariff rules in the past. So a lot going on here, man. And I'm very curious how this is going to go. I'm going to get through this last little part of this article, and then I'll read less a little bit of the one what Trump's plan to do, and then we'll talk upcoming releases and get on up out of here in the next like 5 minutes or so. Where we at real quick? Alexander says smoke base. What are you talking about, homie? Where we at real quick? Let's see. We're pretty well versed in managing through this, Rose said. We'll see what comes in the terms of specific tariffs and other litigations that may come. We're monitoring that closely and certainly preparing to react. Rowe also noted that the Tapestry has less than 10% of its overall sourcing based in China. So from an exposure standpoint, at least it relates to China, that it really is on a relative base, not a big concern, he said. Outside of the tariffs, some experts believe that Trump win, which prompted a market rally, will have a positive impact on customers' confidence in holiday spending this year. It says, coming from the election, I think that we're going to have a much better holiday season this year than we did last year. I think the economy is on the right foot. People are normalized to the pricing. Wages are typically up and employment is pretty high. Andy Polk, Senior Vice President of the Footwear Distributions and Retailers of America, told Foot News in an interview, you've got all these positive economic indicators. So they're confident that things are going to go back up, man. Things should be better as far as like cop and sneakers, doing all that. So it says, will Trump's tariffs drive down forced labor? So this is a very interesting article too. I want to read this last little part and then we're going to get on up out of this thing. And I appreciate you guys for rocking with the kid, man. I'm only going to be on for like another, I'll say roughly 10 minutes or so, man. Let me just get a little swig real quick because I have been talking the whole entire time. But let's see real quick. It says Donald Trump's the tariff sheriff, they got it in quotes, could have given the fight against forced labor, tainted goods, and unanticipated boosts, one supply chain expert said. This could be one silver lining amid gathering storm of the gloom and doom proclamations about the 45th and soon to be 47th president. Keep in mind, he was the 45th president. Then we got Biden. Then we getting him back again. President desired to impose even a steeper tariffs on foreign goods that he did in the previous term, potentially launching the United States into global destimulation trade wars with China, Europe, and Mexico that would drive up costs for America's household and business. Wow. So he could be making things go up, but I guess it may be better. I'm very curious how this is supposed to be better. It says, I think the tariffs, if they put into law, will force the supply chains to be more transparent, said Jag Lumba, former and CEO of CERTA, and California-based risk and compliance platform that works with the companies such as Google and Oracle. And I think Oracle also is like one of those people who make like the software like Java and stuff like that. If you want to install the latest Java and stuff like that. Just the nerdy side of me, by the way. Says, while it was Trump's administration that first banned imports of cotton and tomato products from China, let's see, in 2021, proceeding that would later be enacted into law as the more expensive Forced Labor Prevention Act, or the UFLPA. The man himself hasn't mentioned forced labor in any of his speeches on the election circuit, but inspiring tariff dodgers would be poking at the same transshipment or resport loopholes that customers and border protection and the operational arm of the cross-agency forced labor enforcement task has managed to circulate into some degree in sources and success, for instance, but detailing more shipments from Malaysia and Vietnam from China. So there you go right there, man. I probably kind of butchered that way more than what I had to. It says, obviously tariffs have a similar issue, right? Lumber said, it says, if you can reroute the shipments from another country, then the tariffs don't work. So they're very curious how this is going to go. I'm not going to read through this whole entire thing because it's definitely a lot more than what I want to chew on for the rest of the live. Pause. But I will read just a little bit more. It says, that's not to say that transshipment isn't a problem, even within the same trading bloc. It says, if we was only in September, then the group of the U.S. legislators in Canada, Mexico, to adapt a stronger measures would be an enable more robust implementation of the United States, Mexico, and Canada trade agreement provision against forced labor. So I'm probably going to leave it right there. I'll read through the last little part of this and then I'll close it out and then we'll go to upcoming releases for the rest of the night. Again, appreciate y'all for rocking with the kid. Where we at real quick, it says, they said that the two countries might provide avenues to bypass the U.S. probation or, probation on the linked imports, citing its example as a shipment of solar panels that were denied entry into the United States, only to be hauled off to Canada for an attempted re-entry stateside. A recent investigation by the risk analyst from Coron found that 18 China businesses with exposure to the forced labor were dispatching products to China as recently as August. Despite Canadian law, there has required businesses to identify the and eliminate human rights violations in the operation since January. So that's that one. And I think like the last little part of this real quick, and we'll talk upcoming releases. It says, flagging modern slavery is a cat and mouse game, said Lamba. Says, it was the company's need to have a end-tier transparency in the supply chain from the raw material stage through the consumer. Without that, this is easy to companies or their suppliers to hide where their goods are actually coming from. The former McKinsey and Company consult added, it says, enforcement of laws is also important. Says, to date, Canada has detained one shipment of suspicion of forced labor, although the importer challenged the block and the goods were eventually allowed, and Mexico's forced labor regulations only went in effort in May. So pretty much that. So we're pretty much coming up 2 minutes left on the live. I'm going to talk upcoming releases real quick. One of the things that I did see coming into play, pretty much looks like they have a detailed look of Lil Yachty's Concrete Boys and Air Force One collab. I don't know how I feel about these. It's not it for me. Granted, it looks like it's coming in a Jordan 12 box. Now, Concrete Boys, I think that's what, like, his group, like Yachty's group. And then also, I know we got the Fear 4s are coming next week. We got the, what's those? We have the Air Jordan 11 Velvet Bread. Those are coming next week as well. I know at the end of the year, we're also anticipating the Air Jordan 11 Columbias, or Legend Blue, whatever you want to call them. So it's going to be a very, very interesting year how we close it out. I know we did. I did that survey at the top of the live for those Air Jordan 9s, the olive joints. If I can get them at a better price, most definitely. And y'all know me, I really, really like those and want them. So that's where I'm at with that one. Other than that, let's see what else we got coming up. Let's see if we got anything else on the sneaker market for upcoming releases. Let me put myself back on the main screen, and I'll just make sure I'm not missing too much more. And then we should be able to get on up out of here. Let's see. Real quick. Where we got? We do got some KD4s that's supposed to be coming, this month. It's called the Christmas. Oh, I did see this, the My Year joint. I'm going to show this one real quick, and I'll get on up out of here. This is kind of like I guess a stock photo, or what it could be. It's a new My Year Air Jordan 3 collab surfaces. So I don't think it's gonna be dropping this year, maybe next year, but yeah. Too soon to tell me how I feel about it. And probably, in my opinion, not the best image. And that's just where I'm at with that one. So doesn't look bad, but I don't know. And I see they keep showing DJ Clark Kent, man. RP to DJ Clark Kent, man. Also a well-known sneakerhead. So, yeah. These are okay. But still, I'm gonna need to see more. Because it's not like it's not coming off like the first one they did. And it's not even coming off like the black pair that they did, you know? But this is what we have that surfaced real quick. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all we got. Let's see. We got the Adidas Manchesters. Those are supposed to be coming too. Let's see. And I think that pretty much is going to probably wrap it up for me tonight, guys. Definitely what all I got here. We got the Cortez and Nike Air Trainer Huarache coming. So Adidas are going to do some roller skates apparently. Yeah, very interesting. But let me put myself back on the main screen and close things out here for the night, man. I think that's pretty much going to do it for me tonight. Salute to the people who got the W on the Olive 9s, and or if you got the W's on the Wu-Tang Nike Dunk Highs, especially for the people who truly, really wanted them. Other than that, I'll be back live again on Monday with another Music Monday for you guys. Other than that, you guys definitely sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Or, we continue the sneaker talk. And, of course, we got a food section, a sports section. You name it. I'm going to get back to watching some of the games and relaxing for the rest of the day, man. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. My name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know I'll be back again on Music Monday, but this is officially sold out. Y'all smash that like button and sub up on your way out of this joint, man. And yeah, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and rebel now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember.